All right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Super Destronaut DX2. No turbo or anything like that. It's not a parody title.
If it's not Turbo Championship Edition, why even bother?
Um, like I said, it's not a parody title of a Capcom thing. It's
I know.
being earned. I do want to get that out of the way here because we have encountered the goofy, mocking Capcom's Eternal Street Fighter 2 revisions thing. I mean, hell, Capcom itself did that with Puzzle Fighter. Anyway, but Super Destronaut isn't Street Fighter; it's Space Invaders, or a Space Invaders knockoff.
I was going to say Space Invaders with serial numbers filed off.
Yeah. We have covered the first game and also that first-person shooter spin-off in years past. Like, I can't remember exactly who covered what, but, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, given the length of time since these things have come out. Anyway, so Petty got the PlayStation version. It's no longer the PlayStation 4 version for Radalaikia releases. It's PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. I guess the app is native to the PlayStation 4, but you can play it on the PlayStation 5 via backwards compatibility. But which is a bit different than their PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita releases. Those were two separate copies. I don't know. The ways of PlayStation distribution are a mystery. Anyway, Petty Fan, take it away.
So yeah, if you wish you had a more free movement version of Space Invaders, here you go. Also, more bright colors.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for retro faux-vivals. Especially the neon part.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, there have been official remakes that did the neon thing. Jetpack refuel remains the gold standard there.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, outside of free movement, does this thing do anything new or different?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there are some other things I could point out. Like there are no barriers. Full move time.
Though that's offset by being able to move freely.
Right.
I guess there are some modes with limited ammo.
There are less space invaders, or invaders from space in this case. Or maybe invaders from the neon dimension. Is there any sort of story here?
If there is, I haven't found it.
Fair enough. And the patterns are a bit different. Honestly, something out of... that's the kind of thing you would have seen out of the Space Invader knockoffs of the early 80s. The patterns are different, so that's legal distinction.
Yeah, aside from them scrubbing off the serial numbers in the back, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm willing to bet this actually plays better than Space Invaders. These classic Space Invaders. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the thing about Space Invaders. Yeah, even back in the day, it felt stiff. Mm-hmm. Though it doesn't have another one of the actual innovations of 1979. I know it's a weird thing, but Space Invaders might not have been the first game to do it, but it's the first. But it's the one that discovered. Oh yeah, the amount of objects on screen takes resources, and the less there are, the faster the game moves. That is literally how that feature got brought into Space Invaders. It was just a natural consequences of having sprites, and removing the sprites made the game faster. And they turned that, not necessarily bug, but they turned that into a full-blown feature. That is definitely not the case here. Everything is not moving at super speed. I also see that there are some directionality things. You got which is honestly something that Space Invaders itself has done in the past.
Yeah, they're. I guess the last relatively modern Space Invaders on the 360 does that.
Yeah, and there was like Space Invaders Versus, I think, did that. You know, when you were playing the Invaders. You know, like I said, there have been a lot of Space Invader variants over the years. Some better than others.
Indeed.
And so, how is this as a game?
It's fine. Like, I like Space Invaders, but then again, I also like when they do stuff different, like with the version on the 360.
Space Invaders Extreme, I think that was?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. That was really different.
Yeah, I prefer different stuff other than, oh, hey, it's Space Invaders, like you played 60 million times.
Yeah, like even like in the 90s, they were releasing like compilation of Space Invaders because Space Invaders just wasn't enough. But once again, we are talking about Rodalikia here, and I think this is one of their produced games. Like it is hard to tell, but it's one of those games that's not on Steam, so that's usually when they've created a game themselves. Not always, you know. But like I said, it's I won't say a cut above the Rodalikia package because that's usually adequate, but this does look, at least from a gameplay perspective, you know, a cut above original Space Invaders. You know. Anyway, how is the music to this?
Do you like beeps and boops?
I was honestly expecting techno.
Well, there's a little bit of techno, but it's kind of techno mixed with the, beeps and boops type stuff.
Or I guess it's EDM now.
Whatever the hell it is, man. Do I look like a music producer?
Not really. Like, I mean, honestly, I've seen your picture, and yes, actually.
Okay, hold on.
You walked into it.
Yeah, I did. And I guess, real quick, there's also arcade mode, so, classic, time attack, time rush, where you start losing multiplier instead of as, time attack. And bullet mode, which is limited ammo, and then hardcore. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain hardcore.
That sounds like a pretty standard suite of modes for a arcade style game.
Yeah, and it also has your statistics if you're into that. And yeah, that's really all there is.
All right. If you're wondering what the price is, $5.
Wait for a sale. $5's a little much. Is it same pro? Oh wait, it's not on PC yet.
Yeah. Not sure if it. Like, I think I saw it on the Microsoft Store, but yeah. If it's Rodalikia, it's gonna be a universal thing across the consoles. The price differential is going to be on the PC versus consoles because oftentimes they're not the PC publisher; they're just the console publisher. Here they are the publisher. Period. Anyway, so anything else on Super Destronaut DX2?
Not really. It's an okay game. Just wait for a sale.
Okay. All right, so that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the break as we'll be reviewing Sheepy.